Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Ma Durge, Jai Ma Saraswati, Jai Ma Lakshmi, Jai Gurudev. Humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to our worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, to all the sages and saints, to our holy scriptures, all the beautiful pilgrimage centers, and to the divinity in each and every one of you. हमारा दंडवत प्रणाम है उस ब्रह्मांडीय ईश्वरीय शक्ति को, हमारे परम पूज्य गुरुदेव स्वामी ज्योतिर्मयानंद जी महाराज को, सब साधु संतों को, ऋषियों मुनियों को, हमारे पवित्र ग्रंथों को और आप सब में विद्यमान परमेश्वर को कोटि कोटि प्रणाम. Very auspicious time, Navratri time. Today is the 8th day of Navratri, the day of Mahagauri. Let us all enjoy and bask in the divinity and the satsang blessing that we all have from our Guru, from God, is extremely rare. Only when many punyas come together do we enjoy the glory of satsanga and to realize the nature of our very self. Who are we? Why are we here? Why are we born? What is the purpose of my life? All these questions are extremely profound. And when we come together, like-minded aspirants, all of us wanting to seek liberation, mukti, not to be born again in this cycle of life and death, then it doesn't happen by chance. It happens through great work you have already done in many lives. So it is work in progress, and every time we shine a little bit more, like the process of a diamond, all the way from taking it out of the mountains, digging it, excavating it, shining it. It's a gradual process. तो यही सत्संग की रीत है, यही विधि है. भगवान की असीम कृपा है जो हम सब सत्संग के भागी होते हैं. ये मुक्ति का द्वार भी कहलाता है सत्संग, one of the gatekeepers to the palace of liberation. So in this busy world where we don't have enough time, even a little bit of satsang is very beneficial. एक घड़ी आधी घड़ी आधो की पुनः आद, तुलसी संगत साध की कटे कोटि अपराध. They say one घड़ी is 24 minutes. एक घड़ी 24 minutes और आधी घड़ी 12 minutes. आधो की पुनियाद 6 minutes. Do something. Some of you are putting in a lot of effort. We are the blessed ones. But for average worldly people who don't know what they are doing, they are trading diamonds for tomatoes. Giving up. Every breath is more precious than a diamond. And to not know the purpose of your life is trading, giving it away for free. Don't know which breath might be the last one. And every name you take in the glory of God, in that consciousness, in that Atma, is getting closer and closer to your goal. That is the guidance of all the religions, all the sages and saints, and all our scriptures. There is no dispute in that. The sooner we realize it, the better off we all will be. So let us read Swamiji's message for today before on this auspicious day. From next Sunday on, again we will be back at the temple for Bhagavad Gita from Shiva Vishnu Mandir. But currently there is Navratri festivities and we are also busy here doing our own tapasya and puja. So with deep gratitude to Gurudev, let us read his message for today. Swamiji says, Sit relaxed. Let's relax ourselves. We don't do that enough. In this stressful world, we are always wound up. But if you are a sadhaka, if you are an aspirant, then you become like a swan. You know when to swim, you know when to fly. You have both options. But most worldly people don't know how to fly, they only know how to flutter and struggle. So sit relaxed, meditate upon the divine self in the depths of your heart. Enjoy the journey within. Feel you are like a lotus, and the divine self in the form of your deity is there inside your heart, shining the effulgent light as the embodiment of infinite love and sweetness. That is the holiest place you can ever visit, the most sacred pilgrimage you can ever go to. No tickets required, no travel, no tiring of the body. Just go within and bathe in the nectar of bliss. That is who you really are. That is the highest form of sattva. Continue to enjoy that nectar. Feel that the radiation of that sweetness, that joy, is now encompassing your entire personality. That light that radiates from your heart is now coming within you, outside of you, and enveloping everybody around you. It gets brighter and brighter, goes far and wide. Divine love radiating from God within your heart is touching every part of your being. So wherever you have pain, discomfort, uneasiness, direct that light by command. You are the architect of this light. You and God are one and the same. Once you recognize it, the journey is over. But till then, you go within, ask your deity to help you, and let that light heal you wherever you are hurting, whatever is bothering you, whether it's a mental stress, worries, or a physical disease. Whatever it might be, let it go. Give it to God. Give it to your Isht Devata. It becomes his problem. Be pure and surrender to him. Let go of mine, mindness, ego. Let all these things be far away from this you. When you come out, you will get back into that mess again and again. It is very hard to maintain this state. So now that you have it, cherish it, enjoy it, worship it, and feel that this is who you really are. Next time when you are crying, when you are complaining, when you are grieving, remember this joyful feeling. This is your essence. This is your reality. Touched by the miraculous power of divine love, feel all the defects of your personality vanish. You are purity, you are divinity, but you need to acknowledge that. Your whole personality is sanctified by the presence of the divine self. May God bless you, yours in the Lord, Swami Jyotirmayananda. So let us gently come out of this relaxed, comfortable meditation. Small session we did, and Swami Lalita Priyananda ji is here with us. So now we will continue our satsang. But this meditation, even for 10 minutes, 15 minutes daily, early in the morning, ideally during Brahma Muhurta, is the best thing that can happen to us. It opens up our consciousness. तो हमारा चेतना विस्तृत होता है जब हमको ध्यान में मग्न हो जाते हैं, अपने इष्ट देव का ध्यान करते हैं, उस प्रकाश का ध्यान करते हैं, तो हमारी पवित्रता कई गुना बढ़ती है और एक शांति की लहर आ जाती है. That is the blessing we all have. So may that continue, especially during this auspicious Navratri time. 9 nights. Today is the 8th day. Tomorrow is the 9th day of Mother worship, and then it's 9 Navratri. Ratri means night. So 9 nights of day and night, 24-hour day sessions of Mother worship, followed by the 10th day, which is called Vijaya Dashmi. Vijaya means victory, Dashmi means 10th. So 10th day is the victory. Actually, it's the journey of the soul. These 9 nights and the 10th day is evolving the soul from the physical, astral, causal to enlightenment. This is a highly auspicious time for doing japa, prayers, kirtan, all those things, whatever, chanting, singing, especially your mantra, japa mantra. Many times you get the benefit because this is an auspicious time for the Devi, and Devi is also known as Prakriti. Prakriti means nature. So Mother Nature, that's why we call her Mother Nature. This is the Divine Mother. Divine Mother takes care of us. So let us pray with that joyful heart, because we are in essence Amritasya Putraha. We in essence are nectar. We are not born to cry, complain, get frustrated, and then die. That is what happens. So many people, we keep sticking to these little things and then we depart. So depart in joy, go like a king and live like a king while you are here. This is your kingdom. How you approach your life is up to you. So may God bless each one of you. May we all be blessed together. And now that we have Swamiji here, I think she's almost ready. She is, we need to give her high appreciations in spite of her health. She would never say, I don't want to go. She makes it a point to be with all of you. She loves each of you so much. And without the Divine Mother, no satsanga can be completed. So we thank her for her energy, her grace, her presence. Although she doesn't keep very good health, she makes it a point to be side by side with us during all moments. So with that, we will be starting today's format. We will be doing Bhagavad Gita first, then we will conclude with Devi, 8th day of Mother worship, just like we did a few days ago. While we have this auspicious time, we have to benefit from it. तो दोनों चीज का हम आनंद लेंगे, थोड़ा भागवतम का, थोड़ा भगवद गीता का. Bhagavad Gita. So that is the plan for today. I'm waiting that Swamiji, once she gets ready, then but we will be enjoying a beautiful session together. And thank you to each and every one of you. I know many of you are in international countries, London, Germany, and and different parts of the United States. Some of you may be from India also. So, and Canada, Taranji, I can see. So let me see who all are there. Priyaji, so wonderful always, always the core. रूप एंड रोनीता जी, सो गुड टू सी यू टुडे। आज आप यहाँ पर सत्संग में हमारे साथ हैं, बहुत सुंदर बात है। शंकर जी, यू आर अमेजिंग एंड एवरीथिंग यू डू लुक्स लाइक we don't have the distance, although you may be far away. Same thing with you, Meera ji. You both, I don't know how far you are. He's from London, so are you. So that's wonderful. And Radha ji, always at a young age she has taken a liking to satsang. She doesn't miss any sessions. So wonderful, in spite of all the upheavals, ups and downs in life. And Taranji, I'm so happy your hand is feeling better, you're back now, so great. And Yogini ji, you are the glue binding so many people together and helping selflessly to so many of them. So great blessings to you for the Sanatana Dharma Integral Yoga page and guiding people. So may you continue to do that. And today I see Mahadeva ji is also here. So blessings to you, Mahadeva ji. How wonderful. And रोशनी जी, आप तो रहती ही हैं, आपको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद, प्रणाम. So many of you. And thank you, Priya ji. I'm glad you enjoyed the meditation. We can do longer sessions if there is enough interest. And Mark Clancy is here. Hari Om, Mark ji. You are a Hindu at heart, so always here or connected to us somehow. आप सबका कल्याण हो, मंगल हो. And now I think Swami ji is ready, so we can let her get in a few words, and then we will start the Bhagavad Gita, followed by the Devi Bhagavat, Swami ji's messages on day 8. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om Tat Sat. Pure divine soul, all of you with heartfelt divine love, light, healing, bliss, prosperity, I welcome, full of divine love, I welcome each one of you. And I've been listening, so many of you are already online, and it's such a joyful state of being together. Quantity does not matter. What matters here is quality. And because of that divine love you have for Mother, for Lord, either you pray in the form of Mother or Father. Because of that love, that is why you are here coming together with us in this satsanga. And most of you are very, very dedicated, and every Sunday, and others they listen later, that is fine. But when we are together online, it becomes attending in real, then not real in physical presence, but real online, virtual. It
Live.
Still feels so good. It still feels so good that we are together. Just like I always say, if it's one stick, you can break it easily. When there are 10 or a bundle of sticks, you try to break it, you can never break it. It's very difficult. You need another instrument to be able to break it. So that way, let us all stick together and continue to pray and dedicate this satsanga to all those who have some sort of hardship. And life is meant to be like that, up and down like the waves. Some hardship, and then some joyful times, and then again hardship, but it always comes up and down. And we have to know that this too shall pass. It's transient. It's all Maya, the illusion. That is why we pray to Goddess Ma. And she is the Prakriti, and she is the one who can give us the delusion and illusion, and she is the one who can protect us from all these illusions. If we totally surrender to her, saying, Ma, we know this is illusion, We know this will go away. We know that this will be left behind. Even this body is Maya, is illusion. It is transient. It keeps changing every minute of a second. And then when the soul leaves the body, it's not the body. The body wants to keep on going, but the soul says, I had enough of you. And that is Prakriti, and it sheds the body. So then, who are we? We are the soul, eternal. So life goes on, but we have to still surrender to Maya and say, we know this is Maya, but we still surrender it to you because you are that. And you can only you can pull us out of this illusion. And for us, when we are in search of reality, then only you can help us to merge with that reality. So with this prayer, let us dedicate this satsanga, because special day today, during this Navratri, special, very, very special. So let us dedicate this to all those who have some harder hardship than us, and those who are in the war zone, those who are suffering in many different ways. And this is what? Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik. And it's not adhyatmic. We didn't create so many things. We did not do it. We didn't make any mistake. But something else came and hit us. Like the war zone, it's something else someone else who did that. But we are still suffering. And also, when there is like tsunami, there is volcano, these are Adi Devik, these are the nature. It always feels and seems like, oh, Mother Nature is not happy, and something keeps changing in the universe also, because the Lord and Ma decides that this is not right, let me correct it. So we always get into it, and there are many who get entangled into that situation, irrespective of how it is. But we, on our own, with our thoughts, words and deeds, we have to surrender to God and move and do the best to forgive ourselves and forgive others and move on. Past is gone, only we can learn from the past and make the best of the future. Let us all promise ourselves that we are not going to dwell on the past, but we are going to learn from the past and move forward with surrender, total surrender to God, to help us, to give us that knowledge and strength to be able to move forward in the best possible way without creating any negative karmas. We want to create more positive, so we have positive balance, more of positive balance, wash off the negative balances, and then create more and more real wealth, real spiritual wealth, the wealth that will go with us in a positive way. We don't want to carry the negative wealth. That is not a wealth that will help us beyond this body level. It has to be the positive wealth, the spiritual wealth that will help us when the soul sheds the body. We should always think of that objective. Do we want to merge with the Lord? Do we want to liberate the soul? Then if the answer is yes, then what are we doing? What should I do? If you made a mistake, get up and move. Do the positive, not dwell upon the past. That's what it is. And therefore, with this dedication to Lord and dedication of this prayer and the punyas, whatever blessings we get from Mother Nature, let us also share with those who need more. We will not be reduced with that blessing, but we will be increasing our blessings also by sharing with others. So with this, and Swamiji, can I read something from the mother now, or should we?
No, let's do the Kirtan now.
Okay.
Then we'll do Bhagavad Gita and then the
Okay.
eighth day. Remember?
Okay. So no yoga quotations.
You can quickly read it. I read Swamiji's message. We did some meditation.
Oh, you did already. Okay.
We've already
so
done
let's start with
Yeah.
the kirtan then.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's a good start because
Yes.
then we have another hour.
Okay. Hari Om. Hari
So
Om,
let's all
Hari Om.
enjoy our Kirtan, Bhakti, Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti. We always say Bhakti
Yes.
is to grease ourselves with love. So then we can enjoy the knowledge. Otherwise, it becomes dry. Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Pahi Mam, Shri Ganesh, Shri Ganesh, Shri Ganesh, Raksha Mam, Sharavana Bhava, Sharavana Bhava, Sharavana Bhava, Pahi Mam, Kartikeya, 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 Raksha Mam, Jaya Saraswati, Jaya Saraswati, Jaya Saraswati, Pahi Mam, Shri Saraswati, Shri Saraswati, Shri Saraswati, Raksha Mam, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram, Jagat Guru Param Guru Sadguru Sham, Om Adi Guru Advait Guru Anand Guru Om, Chid Guru Chid Gana Guru Chinmaya Guru Om, Jagat Guru Om Guru Sachitananda, Shankaracharya Shivananda Jyotirmayananda. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namah Om, Hare 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 Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Ramachandraya, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Anjaneya, 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 Pahima, Hanumanta, 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 Rakshamam, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Pahimam, Brahma Shakti, Vishnu Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Rakshamam, Adi Shakti, Mahashakti, Parashakti, Pahi Mam, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Rakshe Mam, Gangarani, 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 Pahi Mam, Bhagirathi, 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 Raksha Mam, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, 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 Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Om. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So today we will be starting. The chapter is Bhagavad Gita is the scripture. Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yoga is the chapter number 9 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So the shloka that we are going to read, Swamiji, which one did you leave on yesterday? On your
This is today we will start on shloka number 18 of chapter 9.
Okay. So I think we may have completed that last
No.
Sunday because you were not there last Sunday.
Oh,
So,
yes.
so we will start with shloka number 19. And Lord,
You completed only one
yeah, I
last
complete
Sunday?
because we also did Devi
Okay.
Navratri.
So we will do 19 today.
So we will do shloka number 19 today of chapter number 9, Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yog, where Arjuna is being guided by Lord Krishna about the secrets of yoga. Yoga means communion with God, to connect. So here in this shloka, Lord Krishna says, तपाम्यहमहं वर्षं निगृणाम्युत्सृजामि च अमृतं चैव मृत्युश्च सदसच्चाहमर्जुन.
O Arjun, it is I who bestows heat in the form of the sun. I who withholds or sends forth the rains. I am immortality, death, existence, as well as non-existence. मैं ही सूर्य रूप से तपता हूँ, वर्षा का आकर्षण करता हूँ और उसे बरसाता हूँ. हे अर्जुन, मैं ही अमृत और मृत्यु हूँ और सत्य असत्य भी मैं ही हूँ. हरि ओम तत्सत.
Hari Om. So Lord Krishna, in the form of universal being, one consciousness, outside of his physical body, he is giving this knowledge of the entire creation. This envelops all humanity, all the religions, all the energies. Why? Because these are common. It transcends religion. There is no, these are all man-made concepts. Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, Christianity, Muslim, Islam, all these have come at one point or another by different founders or different, some are monotheistic, some are just concepts of Vedas and so on, ways of life. But ultimately, the roots go back to Brahman, that one consciousness. So here God is saying, I am the one who is monitoring the whole cosmos, and way beyond that, you say universe, multiverses, everything we can think about. So it is beyond our limited intellects and minds. We think this is mine or my religion, my name, my culture. Ultimately, it's all one. It's all unreal. It's all His grace through which we live, and we merge into that consciousness. Everybody has to follow the same laws of birth, death, pregnancy, pain, joy. Doesn't matter which language you speak, how you talk, which religion you practice. So those are very, each one God protects and gives you. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord clearly says, whoever you pray, whatever you do, I make your faith firm in that concept itself. He doesn't overpower you with anything. But here he is telling कि सूर्य रूप में मैं उष्णता देता हूँ, I give the sun its heat. How do you think sun is getting, how do you think this world, would it work without the sun? Would any vegetation grow? So yet we forget to thank the sun. In Sanatana Dharma, I also do it personally every day. Those who are interested, I can teach you the mantra. The first thing we do, well, you do sun salutation, of course, everybody knows that in the asanas, but we also give water to the sun
Argya.
god. It's called Argya. Argya means water, and you give it early in the morning to sun and thanking the sun for his appearance and to give us energy, heat, and radiance, and may we also glow like the sun. So when you pray, there's a mantra, and there are 12 mantras for Surya. That is not our session for today, but we can talk about sometime. Those who want to know, we can go over that ritual, and it's
I do
very
it
good.
also, Swamiji. I do it every day too.
Yeah, both of us do it, and many people in India do it. It's not just us. You must have seen even many Hindi movies, pictures, videos, where they are giving water to the sun god in the river.
In the
People,
river Ganga Ma.
yeah, people stand in the Ganges water. They even treat the rivers as mother. They say this is the mother because life is sustained through water. So God is saying the same thing here. He says, through me, he creates Maya. You and I don't create it. We can't even create a blood cell within us. Something happens, we are all shook up. What to do? So he is saying, मैं उष्णता देता हूँ, हीट कम्स थ्रू मी, वर्षा का आकर्षण और वर्षण मैं ही करता हूँ. I suck up the ocean moisture, I make the clouds, and then I give it back to you in the form of rain. All these things we explain through science are happening through somebody's grace. Automatically they will not happen. We have not even made one of these elements, isn't it? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, ये धरती, पृथ्वी, जल, अग्नि, वायु, आकाश, इनमें से क्या हमने बनाया है? क्या हम रख सकते हैं? किस चीज को हम अपना बोलेंगे? So therefore he says, I am nectar and I am death also. God says, I am death, so why worry about it? You are only coming to me when you have time to depart. Don't be afraid. Hey Arjun, sat और असत भी मैं ही हूँ. Then he says, I am also the truth and untruth also. What is untruth? Why did God say I am untruth? Normally it's not good, isn't it? Untruth is not good. But he is saying untruth from a very high viewpoint. Please understand, he's talking about Maya. Maya means illusion. Illusion is neither, it's called anivarchaniya. It's neither true nor untrue. So therefore the concept of truth and untruth comes. Otherwise, if there was no untruth, the word truth would not be needed, right? The only reason you use it is to contrast it. You say that is wrong, this is right. That is good, this is bad. तो इसीलिए भगवान बताते हैं असत क्या है. व्हाट इज अनट्रूथ? योर बॉडी. First of all, the first untruth we deal with is our own body, which we are so attached to. We think this is real, this is me, this is how I work. ये तो मैं ही हूं, ये मेरा है, मेरा है. मेरा क्या है? ये शरीर आपका नहीं है. This body doesn't belong to you. If it belonged to you, it would listen to you, wouldn't it? Would any of you want to get sick? Would your body ever get sick if it listened to you? None of you would fall sick, but we do. We do get old, we do get diseases, we do die. So this is not you. This is where Lord Krishna is saying asat. It looks real, but it is not real. This is where he is saying that I am beyond sat, beyond asat. Truth is what? Your atma, your consciousness, that never changes. It was the same the day you were born. It is the same today. It is the same millions of lives ago, and it will be the same continuing. It's a continuum, on and on. No deviation, no divisibility, no changes, no vikaras. एक ही है, वो सत है. That something that doesn't change can be only considered true. Everything else is untrue. So from this perspective, God is giving us this deep understanding. Then God says there are three bodies that I have created: sthul, sukshma or karan. Sthul is your physical body. This we can see. You are Japanese, you are Indian, you are American, you are Chinese. We can see. As soon as you see the person, you know who he is, what kind of cultural background, etc., etc., what kind of hair, bald or not. We see, and so many judgments are formed only on the body. You are short, you are tall, you are ugly, you are black, you are white. This is kindergarten. So he says, but this is how the world works. So that's why so many people are born and they die, keep on dying, keep on getting born again, keep on dying, till one day they will also be sitting in this satsang listening to what you and I are doing now. Every PhD, every professor was once in kindergarten, isn't it? So we have also grown over many lives, many years. So be grateful for what you have, be thankful for that, but also be humble and compassionate. Guide others, because we were also needing guidance and we still do. Doesn't mean we have reached anywhere. It's just that we hope and pray that we don't slip. It's easy to slip. Sometimes a banana peel is enough to make you slip, isn't it? The sukshma sharir. So sthul, he says, Lord says, I've created the physical world. In the physical world, I created the physical you, multiplicity. Ultimately, it's all God, but he created the impression of human beings and people and religions and cultures, and in other words, variety, multiplicity. But ultimately, when you fold it all up, it all goes back to the one. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. There is only one truth, but expressed in different ways by different people, and different permutations and combinations become millions and billions and trillions and quintillions. There is endless combinations. That's what God is saying. Just like your Microsoft palette, huh? You have only 6 or 7 colors in the rainbow. How many? 7. Red, white, yellow, green, orange, blue, violet. But you can make how many colors out of it? Millions of combinations, isn't it? Out of those 7. Much in the same way, out of God, we have all come and we will all merge back into Him. Sukshma is the mind that we cannot see, microscopic. You cannot see coronavirus. People struggle, die from it also. And you cannot see the nano, all these insects that are um, underneath the microscope, you can see. With naked eyes, no, you can't see. So, Sukshma, आपके मन में क्या चल रहा है, बुद्धि में क्या हो रहा है, अहंकार क्या सोच रहा है, कौन सा थॉट्स चल रहा है, what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are doing inside, I don't know, nobody will know, because it's your problem and they are not visible. I can see your body will give away sometimes. So many people say, what's wrong? They just look at you and say, what's wrong? You didn't talk, you didn't say anything. How do they know? Your face gives it away, your expressions, isn't it? So, but what is happening in your mind when you are joyful inside? You radiate happiness, you tend to sing. And when you are not happy, you tend to cry, you tend to grieve, you tend to do this, then you are fine again. So this on again, off again will continue on and on. So sukshma sharir are things we cannot see within us, which is our mind, intellect, ego, thoughts, unconscious, self. All those things are not visible. That is why we have to put in the effort deep. And karan is the reason. In English, karan is the Hindi Sanskrit word. English means the reason, karan sharir. Because of that reason you are born. That reason is ignorance, avidya. Avidya comes with 5-fold problems: asmita, avidya, raga, dvesh, abhinivilesh, klesh. So in sequence, ego, ignorance creates ego, ego creates attachment, with attachment comes hatred, with hatred comes fear. So the cycle to go backwards, peeling one layer at a time, going backwards, is the journey of the soul. The more we go external, the more sense pleasures you get involved in, the more away from God you are getting, because you are going outwards. But if you go inwards, the journey is reversed. Karan is the seed. Seed. Through that seed, what is the seed? Your mother and father. They united, you were born. Isn't it? A seed was transferred in the womb of the mother. That is what we are talking about. And that seed will continue perpetually till you get enlightened. And when will that happen? Who knows? But if you are doing the wrong things, it will certainly not happen. But if you are doing the right things, then through Bhagavati Kripa, Devi Mata's Kripa, we are doing all we can do. Ultimately, it's divine grace that will remove the curtain from your clouded vision. But it is only removed for those people who give everything to God. Otherwise, if you are not even willing to put in a little bit of effort, God will say, oh, lazy fellow, you are not, continue your effort. That's it. You are not even there. So we have to put in our effort. We have to become worthy. We have to excite God and tell God that we are worthy of His look. One look. That's all it takes. One look from God. you know but that is the thing. Then what happens with that look? The Just like the sun burns the heat, if you burn some seeds on the fire, they will lose the potency to generate क्रिएशन, है ना. जब आप कुछ किसी चीज को अग्नि पर रख देते हो तो उसमें सीड का पावर नहीं रहता. इट विल नॉट ग्रो. You make popcorns, it will not grow again. Now they are popped already, popcorns. So that is what Lord Krishna is saying. That is the reason of our birth and death, ignorance and all these things. And then once that karan is established, we go beyond it, then we have achieved the end goal. That is the main essence of this shloka. When he's saying, I do this, I do this, God is not trying to show us his power. He's simply showing you the way of how we operate so you can work better. Instead of going outwards, when we say we like meditation, we want to do it. Why? Initially it doesn't feel good, but then those who practice can't stay away. They love it so much because now they have understood the depth, the bliss that comes, ananda, full of ananda. So with this, let us conclude this part, Swamiji, I think, of this shloka, because we also have to do Bhagavad Mahapuran.
Yes.
So let us join our hands and conclude this first portion of Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
No, don't do Shanti.
No, we'll start from shloka number 20. Yeah, we'll start from shloka number 20 next Sunday. And right now we can go with Bhagavatam.
Yeah. Yes.
Hari Om. And we will do Durga Mata Aarti today, is it? Before, instead of Bhagavad Gita. So that's another change like we did on Friday.
Oh, I didn't bring my arti.
I have it here.
Okay.
Okay. आप कुछ बोलोगे? Because we are now on the mother worship portion. So do you want to say something or you want me to continue? Yeah, same thing. You can read the 8th night, right? Okay, go ahead.
The 8th night? I was going to read Goddesses Durga.
No, page 156.
Oh.
Because today is the 8th night, right? So
Okay.
it'll be more appropriate, I thought.
Okay. Leave it here.
So we are studying the Devi Mahabharata Puran also, but
Yes.
that is quite detailed. so we won't go into that much depth with
Yeah,
you.
and that is in Hindi.
Yeah.
So this you already, I think you are very much aware of this worship of God as Mother by Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, and it contains the mysticism of Devi Mahatmya. So that is such a beauty
Yeah.
that Gurudev has about mysticism that makes us understand
Yeah.
how it is applied to our lives.
Yeah,
How
we
do
all.
we? It's not
Yeah.
only just a story. So 8th night is 2 night. Tonight is 8th night out of the 9 nights. And so the 8th night by grace, I'll read that portion. 8th night by the grace of Goddess Saraswati. So 3 days, the first 3 days are for 3 nights are for Ma Durga, and then the second 3 nights are for Ma Lakshmi, and then the last 3 nights are for Ma Saraswati, and then the 10th is the victory of
The soul. Lord
yeah,
Rama's.
victory of the soul. Virtues over vices, victory of virtues over vices, and those vices are within us. We all have those vices. The only difference is some have higher vices and lower virtues, and some have higher virtues and lower vices. So we all choose, we all have that authority to choose what do we want to increase based on the karmas, practice of integral yoga. And all of you joining in the satsanga, you are really creating and storing your spiritual wealth, and those are the virtues. So 8th night, by the grace of Goddess Saraswati, you are drawn to satsanga or good association. All of you are already there. See, it's
Her grace.
it's her grace. And so many times it's like, oh, people want to, but they don't have time. People want to, but they have other commitments. And it's all grace of Ma that no matter how busy life is, we take out, she helps us to get that time, find that time, and to spare that time for us to attend satsanga, and or to read scriptures or do japa. And again, it's our self effort also. So by the grace of Goddess Saraswati, you are drawn to satsanga or good association. Finding a guru, being guided by him, and developing devotion to spiritual movement are all expressions of the grace of Goddess Saraswati. How beautiful. Because Gurudev, I have no words to express how much we have, how blessed we are to have Guru. And it's one of the rare things. The first rare is to have a human embodiment, and the second rarest is the
Desire for liberation.
desire for liberation, and then to have a third one is to have a guru, a spiritual master to guide you. So, and the one who follows himself or herself is the one best to guide others. And it's not only about talking and not practicing, but telling others to practice. It's about practice yourself and then tell others. So strive to develop the fourfold qualifications of a sincere aspirant. And what are those four folds? Vivek means discrimination. Okay, this so many people understand very wrongly. It's not discriminating other races, it's not discriminating other gender. It's not that. It's to be able to discriminate between the good and the bad. Am I doing this good? If your mind says, no, this is bad. If your heart says, no, this is bad, that means your heart and mind are working good and able to discriminate between the difference between the good and the bad. Some people do bad and they think they are doing good. Vivek Buddhi, no. They don't have that blessings to be able to know even that they are doing bad. So the spiritual master can guide, somebody can guide, but then it comes when you surrender to God, definitely it comes. Vairagya is dispassion towards the bad things, bad habits, from dispassion from the senses that is leading you towards the bad karmas. So developing dispassion towards bad things, but not dispassion towards the good things like satsanga. No, you should have, you increase your passion for liberation, walking on that path, doing good karma, integral yoga, practicing, but dispassion from the worldly bad things. And then shat sampat. What is that? The sixfold qualities of serenity, having that serenity within you, control of senses. Note these things down. The sixfold qualities means you have serenity, be able to control the senses. And yesterday I talked with Mahadeva about fasting, and it's about control of senses. And then turning away from selfish actions. That means don't be selfish. Have compassion towards others also. And then endurance. How much can you endure what you think is very hard for you? But you know, when we say do not pull too much, the elasticity is no longer left. It will break. So that is again, how much can you endure? So endurance, and then faith. All of you know what faith is. And tranquility or equilibrium of the mind, equanimity of mind. And the other third one is, so those were the sixfold, shat sampat. And then so vivek, vairagya, shat sampat, and then mumukshutva. What is that? Mumukshutva is burning aspiration for self-realization. Imagine the fish out of water. All she wants is to go back into the water. So that's how we should be, having that burning aspiration to go back to our real father and mother. The soul does not have gender. The Brahman does not have gender. That's one consciousness. And you want to go merge into that. That's the reality. Our physical body, mother, father, we have many. In many lives, we had many mothers and fathers. Sometimes we were mother and father. Sometimes your mother, father were your kids, and sometimes you, and then you are their kids. So that keeps changing, and then shows the gender. But Lord does not have gender, but we should have that burning aspiration to go back and merge with the Lord and never be born again. So it's born again means the soul will not take another embodiment. So there are two types of knowledge: vidya, apara. Vidya means that knowledge. Apara and para means lower and higher. So what is lower knowledge? Lower knowledge is meant for the practical realities in the world. Okay, lower knowledge is knowing the practical realities of the world, as well as for the attainment of the heavenly worlds. But what is higher knowledge? Higher knowledge is the culmination of the knowing process and consists in realizing the self. Higher knowledge is about knowledge about realizing the self, whereas everything worldly knowledge is a lower knowledge. That too is needed because we have to sustain our life while we are embodied, while we have this embodiment. So pray for this highest knowledge through which all is known. So once you have that higher knowledge, then all other lower knowledge is also attained. How beautiful is that? So you have that higher goal, and then these lower ones will automatically follow, and that this lower knowledge will automatically come. So if you have that aspiration, that burning aspiration, and walking on the path, and all of you who are attending satsanga, you have that, and that means you will automatically be blessed with the knowledge, the best knowledge, how to sustain your life, how to do little things. Sometimes no one teaches you, but you know how to fix something because of this higher knowledge that you have. That lower knowledge comes in, and this lower knowledge is about the worldly process, and it's left behind. So pray that Goddess Saraswati will destroy the demons within your mind that keep you imprisoned by ignorance. Imprisoned means over and over being born. We kill our own selves and then we are born again. So serial killers are we are our own selves, are our own serial killers. And then we get imprisoned all the time. The soul, the soul does not want that. The soul wants to be liberated. That's why it keeps shedding the body. So pray for destruction of Chanda and Munda. Who are they? Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. That's the mantra. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. So Chanda and Munda to be destroyed. That's what it means. And these are the illusions of action and inaction, the outgoing and ingoing tendencies of the mind, up and down, round and round. It keeps doing all those things. The mind plays games with us. And this mind of the outgoing and ingoing tendencies of the mind, and that is Chanda and Munda, of Shumbha and Nishumba. That's another two demons. You see, they are in pairs. So Shumbha and Nishumba means ahamta and mamta, or egoism and the sense of possession. These are our own demons within us, right? We want it, we want it, we want it. This is mine, this is mine. These are our own demons, our own enemies. And of Rakta Bij. What is that Rakta Bij? Another big demon. The inclination towards the not self. Keeps coming these negative thoughts, negative actions. The mind keeps flowing towards the world. So listen, reflect and meditate upon Brahman. Learn the art of Brahma Bhasa.
Abhyasa.
Brahma Abhyasa. Abhyasa. Brahma Abhyasa. Constant awareness of the fact that the inner essence in you is Brahman. So many times Brahman speaks through us, but our mind and senses pull us towards the negative, towards the world, because we are not, our mind becomes our own enemy and does not allow us and does not let us to move in the other direction, which is better for the soul, but it pulls us. So it's our mind that becomes weak and we get pulled towards the worldly process. And then the constant awareness of the fact that the inner essence in you is Brahman, and this is the most exalted form of worship of the goddess. And no, don't go duality. No, maybe this, maybe that, maybe, no, maybe. Listen to your inner voice that God says, and you have that discrimination faculty to be able to know what is good and bad. And then meditate upon the implication of the four great utterances. What are those 4 great utterances. So meditate upon that. Mahavakyas. Mahavakyas means the higher level of the knowledge in the words.
हम समझाइए.
Pragyanam Brahma, consciousness is Brahman. Tattvamasi, thou art that, O Lord, this soul belongs to you. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. When you purify yourself, you are Brahman. Otherwise, some are really at low level, some are there in the middle, and some have gone beyond and above and merged with Brahman. In meditation, you can merge with Brahman. And I am Atma Brahma. This very self is Brahman. Swamiji, you can elaborate later. So resolve to attain self-realization even in this very life, and our Gurudev keeps repeating, he tells us, it is possible even in this very life. We have to strive for it. In spite of possessing vast wealth and immense learning, you will not find supreme peace. And supreme peace is possible only in the state of self-realization. Therefore, seek the grace of Goddess to tread the path of leading to the divine goal. And that's what is so beautiful about Ma Saraswati, who can guide us and lead us if we totally surrender. That's what is important.
That was beautiful.
In a nutshell, this is just in a nutshell. You can elaborate on that.
Yeah.
And also,
so we have a few more minutes, so I'll talk about this Pragyanam, the 4 Vakyas, 4 Mahavakyas, because it's the 8th night and touches our hearts so deeply. Vedas, as you know, are the oldest texts which are not created. These are revelations that came to the sages and saints in their meditations. तो उनके ध्यान में जो जो अनुभूति हुई है उसके माध्यम से वेद निकले हैं, through that. And the Vedas are countless in number, although some people say 100,000, this, that is all impure knowledge. The real Vedas are countless because they are ethereal vibrations that we are experiencing within our heart. So from that, since it takes years and decades to read the Vedas properly, the wise sages and saints gave us only 4 Mahavakyas. They said if you take all these Vedas and you come up with the essence of it, what is that essence? What is the nectar? What is the juice that we should be taking? Because the Vedas are very complicated, not meant for most people, and so many people for 18-20 years specialize in only one section of the Veda, and there are 4: Yajurveda Veda, Tharva Veda, Samaved, and at one time they were all one, then Ved Vyasji broke them up. But here these 4 Mahavakyas are the essence of Sanatana Dharma. You understand these 4 Mahavakyas, you will be on the right track. The first one is Pragyanam Brahma. Pragyanam Brahma. This is the cosmic level guidance that आपकी आत्मा जो है, whatever is in your consciousness, into your atma, into your spirit, that is Brahman, that is God. So no need to look for him here, there, in temples and pilgrimage centers. All that is good, no prohibition from doing that. But if you are not praying to the God within and going here, there, everywhere, it is a fool's errand. You will not be successful. This is what the Vedas are trying to tell you very clearly. Pragyanam Brahma, अर्थात आपके अंदर ही भगवान है. That intuitive intellect lies within you. These secrets nobody will tell you. Most people themselves don't know. How will they tell you? Because they have This is why they say, oh, it's so complicated. Sanatan Dharma can be very complicated or very simple. This is why gurus are needed, teachers are needed, who can tell you, don't study that, study this, don't focus there, focus here. Because ultimately it's about you connecting to Brahman. So Prajnanam Brahma is consciousness. So identify, this is what we are trying to do. Go within, meditate, think about it, get control the senses, which is what Swamiji was reading, all these things. Those were very important. 4 qualifications of an aspirant. If you seriously say I'm an aspirant, then read this 8th night, point number 2, that Swamiji said, Viveka, Vairagya, Shat Sampat and Mumukshutva. So we don't have that much time, but introspect each one and say, am I getting closer? And we'll all be aspirants only. Even if we become gurus, all our life we will be disciples. Because if we are good disciples, then we will be becoming good gurus
Good
also.
gurus, yes.
Otherwise, how can you, if you say I know everything? Then no. So basically, Mahavakya's Prajnanam Brahma is that essence of Atma mein Bhagwan hai, within you. Don't go anywhere. Try to find it within. Second one is Tat Tvam Asi. This is the Upadesha Vakya. Upadesha Vakya. When the student comes to the guru, aspirant comes to the teacher, he says, teacher, teach me, guide me, what do I do? He says, thou art that. Tat Tvam Asi. Tvam is you, Tat is that, thou is art. Thou art that. Meaning, don't be confused. Don't cry like a baby. Don't say, I'm helpless, I'm poor, I'm sick, I don't have this, I don't have that. And you always make so many excuses. You blame the world, you blame everybody, you hate people. God says, forget it. Enough already. That's not who you are. You are me. I am you. These are not light words, very deep words, which means we have forgotten our identity of who we really are, and we are blaming ourselves, like having a dream. In your dream, you are having a miserable experience. Are you really having a miserable experience in real life? No, it's only a dream. But in that dream, you are miserable, you are in pain, you are uncomfortable, isn't it so? Till you wake up. So here, यहाँ पर भगवान स्पष्ट बताते हैं, तत् त्वम असि, thou art that. If you learn this properly, then and in the ashrams, that's where the students would cook, they would feed, they would clean, purify. They would at night time they would rub the guru's feet, and they would take care of the ashram responsibilities. They would then in order to learn discipline, they would just, at that time they would beg for alms. These days they don't do it, but they would go to 5 houses, whatever food was given they would share and eat, because idea was again sense control. Don't run here there for too many things. And then this is called Upadesh Vakya. Then he says to the students, now go practice. Go practice. Do it. Just knowing I am God is not going to get you there. Just know, I know God is there. I know Bhagavad Gita says this, Bible says this. He said this, he said that. So many people are saying so many things. What will you do? Go to 1,000,000 people, look at everything everybody said, or go within and understand what you are learning from it? How are you benefiting? That is important. So basically then the guru tells the student, now I have taught you this, now go find out who you really are. Who you really are, like Swamiji was saying. If somebody gets confused, if you don't have a proper teacher and you read Aham Brahmasmi, like you are a new beginner, you say I am Brahman, I am God. You go around walking like you are God and you are nothing, zero. Not only that, you are doing more damage to yourself, thinking you are that, whereas you are not. So these require profound, deep understanding.
The soul is
So
God, yes.
so
But
what happens? I am Brahman, meaning now you go, soul is God, yes, but it is covered with
so
there are so many layers upon layers covering it.
you have to
And
uncover it.
Unless you open the layers, you will not know who you really are. So who can say I am Brahman? The person who has seen the light, who has been there, who has connected with that light. When will he see that light? That comes through the grace of God. But first you have to purify, purify, serve, and keep on cleansing, keep on doing your sadhana, your mantra japa, your prayers, and which religion, which format, which ritual to apply, all that is plenty of freedom. God says, I don't care, that's up to you. You believe, go. This is why one beautiful thing about Sanatan Dharma is it is a universal concept. It doesn't say mine way is the only way. He says, you like Jesus, pray to Jesus, you'll come to me through him. You like Krishna, come to me through him. You like something else, you'll come to me through him. That is what the true meaning of this satsang is. And most people blind leading the blind. When everybody is running after money, they want your this, your that, and give you a quick course in 20 days and give you a big certificate. How will you learn anything? How will they learn anything? So this is the journey of the soul. Aham Brahmasmi. That person, once the light is revealed, then Krishna comes to you in your heart and says, hello, I'm looking at you, how are you? That face to face connection is when you can say Aham Brahmasmi, because then you realize there is no difference. You are God and God is you. Then you can say Aham Brahmasmi. But till we get to that point, we cannot say so. Which means upon enlightenment, upon mukti, once you get enlightened, you become Brahman. This is why we say to become God, to know God is to become him. There is no other way. There is no other way. Once you become enlightened, it makes no difference. You are now you have merged into the ocean, therefore you become the ocean, isn't it? So that is what this means, Aham Brahmasmi. And it takes years and years, sometimes lifetimes, sometimes many lives to get to see this Aham Brahmasmi. All depends on your intensity of desire, all depends upon your hunger of how much you want it. Why don't most people do it? Because the allure of the world is so strong. Maya is so strong. Putreshana, Viteshana, Lokeshana. Money, appearances of pleasure everywhere, sense control, sense objects. So, this one. And so, when you say Aham Brahmasmi, then finally, what happens? The last statement is I am Atma Brahma, meaning my Atma is the same as God, because now you have seen it. You are no longer just meditating on the concept that I am Brahman, Tattvamasi, thou art that. So you start from consciousness is Atma. The second thing is you are that, so therefore you can get there. The third one is practice it, you become that. And fourth one is now you are viewing yourself and your Atma and everybody as your Atma. I am Atma Brahma, meaning not just you, in a dog, in an ant, in a river, in a bad person, in a good person, in a woman, a man, Indian, American, Japanese, Chinese, it doesn't matter who. Everybody who is breathing and living and will live and die is Brahman only. Some people know, some don't. But if you have found out that you are Brahman, then for you everything becomes his creation. When you say God is in every particle, what does that mean? That means if you have merged into God, you are in every particle also, isn't it so? Otherwise, till we get to that point, it becomes theoretical. So that is the journey, that is the potential. So this is how we can all get there. Many people have actually done it. Our Guru has done it, Swami Ji, Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, under Shivanand Maharaj, and so many of these direct disciples of Swami Shivananda. They were all guided, do this, do this. That's why we say write a diary, keep your notes, and make sure you are into sattva, purity. Because if you are not in purity, what will you do? You will be in activity, worldly activity. name and forms, things, this, that, what is happening in politics, what is happening here, what is happening in the wars, and you will keep getting consumed. How are you helping others? By this prayer, by praying for everybody, by all of us connecting together, we become like a supercomputer, giant, mega, and then our prayers have atomic bomb effect. The goodness goes and permeates everywhere. Everywhere there is pain and hunger and lust and disease, and all that calms down. Just like with one rain shower, all the allergies come down. Things become better. Much in the same way, we are very much more effective when we sincerely pray and we sincerely try to walk on this path. ये journey जो है अपनी आत्मा के लिए है. This journey is for your own soul. We don't have to convince everybody. We don't have to show it to anybody. It is who you really are. And if you are evolving, you will know. Your heart will know. So this is what Swamiji was saying. Thank you, Swamiji, for letting me expand on this a little bit, because this is such an important piece. Most people really just gloss over it, thinking they have read it. What are these 4 statements? But with that, let us now do the Aarti and we will conclude the Satsanga.
Unfortunately,
Hari Om Tat Sat.
time.
So next Friday, Navratri will be over when we meet again. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Navratri and Vijaya Dashmi, which is 2 days from now. Today is the 8th night. So special blessings to each of you. We all pray to the Devi, because for God it's real simple. Some people are born in the womb when they get enlightened. How lucky they must be. But they do. Vamadev is one of the he got enlightened in his mother's womb before he came out, and he was ecstatic with joy when he came out. So, but he had worked for it. There was one small obstacle left, so which was also resolved in the womb itself. So don't have to say, oh, he is so young and so smart and I am not, this, that. It all depends on each person's journey and what they have done in the past. Remember, we don't have vision of our prior lives. But I can tell you with certainty that each of you who are serious aspirants were deeply involved on this journey, and then you stopped somewhere and now you are starting from that same point. Just like if you have a bachelor's degree, no more going back for a degree. You will only be admitted to masters whenever you decide. Up to you. So this is what happens in spirituality also. Every progress, every step, every understanding, every little bit of firmness that comes in you makes you stronger, more ready for your next step. But I'm not saying get it in another life. I would never say that. Our Guru has always said, get it now, today. This is a cash business. You should be happy now. Who don't put it on credit. Don't wait for next life. Who knows what will happen in next life? You may slip. In this very life you may slip. So hold on tight to your Guru's feet and say, I'm not letting you go. I don't care what may happen. And then with that faith, with tears in your eyes, God comes and guides you. This is not a matter of intellectual teaching or ego or the bodies. We are way beyond that concept. A guru is a guide, he's a teacher, he's a light, not a physical body. And if anybody confuses that, this is where ignorance comes in. This is where many people wear very beautiful clothes, very nice attires, this, that. All that is okay for worldly needs, but it's not gonna get you enlightened, let me tell you. So with enlightenment comes simplicity. Shabri, be poor, be humble, be straightforward, and be who you are. That is the best way to touch God. So, and Goddess also likes that. Goddess Amba, Goddess Durga. So let's do our Aarti together, Swamiji.
I can't
And
find. I cannot find you. It seems like you didn't tag me.
No, this is Zoom, so I cannot tag you.
That's the reason I can't even find it.
Let me do it. Okay, let's do our Aarti together.
So I can't
Thank you all for your lovely presence. We also feel the energy with you. That is why we sometimes tend to get carried away, because this is our journey,
Why do
our
you?
journey, everybody's
You
journey.
shouldn't go through Zoom when during Gita session,
No,
Swamiji, please.
it's very easy, Swamiji.
No,
Okay. Oh, that,
general people cannot
okay.
attain it.
Okay. All right.
That's the limit. With only those who have the link.
Okay, I can send it to you, I think, from here.
It's okay. It's over.
Now we
It's
are
over now.
concluding, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's all do Aarti, Durga Maiya's Aarti together. Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Jai Ambe Gauri, Maya Mangal Karni, Maya Anand Karni. Om Jai Ambe Gauri, तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी। जय अम्बे गौरी जय श्यामा गौरी। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, मांग सिंदूर विराजत मृग मद कोटि को। उज्ज्वल से दो नैना चंद्र बदननी को। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, कनक समान कलेवर रक्तांबर राजे। रक्त पुष्प गले माला कंठन पर साजे। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, के हर वाहन राजत खड्ग खपर धारी। सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत तिनके सुखधारी। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती। कोटिन चंद्र दिवाकर राजत समज्योति। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, शुंभ निशुंभ विदारे महिषासुर घाती। धूम्र विलोचन नैना निश दिन मदमाती। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, चंड मुंड दौ मारे शोणित बीज हरे। मधु कैटभ संहारे सुर भय न करे। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, तुम ब्रह्माणि रुद्राणि तुम कमला रानी। आगम निगम बखानी तुम शिव पटरानी। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, 64 योगिनी गावत नृत्य करत भैरो। बाजत ताल मृदंगा अरु बाजत डमरू। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, तुम ही जग की माता तुम ही हो भरता। भक्तन की दुख हरता सुख संपत्ति करता। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, भुजाचार अति शोभित अभय सुवर धारी। मन वांछित फल पावत सेवत नर नारी। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, कंचन थाल विराजत अगर कपूर बाती। श्रीमाल के तुम्हें राजत कोटि रतन ज्योति। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी, अम्बे जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे। कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, सुख संपत्ति पावे। ओम जय अम्बे गौरी। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय इति समर्पयामि। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितं विहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो, जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो, जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितं विहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो, जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो, जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। ॐ ब्रह्मर्पणं ब्रह्महवि ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिनः। अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राण अपान समायुक्ता पचामन्यं चतुर्विधं। हरिः ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मर्पणमस्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Divine blessings. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you to each one of you for joining in live. Blessings. May you have a beautiful, auspicious Navratri and Vijayadashmi. May the soul emerge victorious. May we all get Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti together, as we are all one only, one Atman, and divine blessings continue to handle your practical realities while inwardly be enriched and nourished, infused with God, bhakti, love of scriptures. We will see you next Friday on Yog Vashisht. Hari Om Tat Sat. Stay safe, stay happy and healthy with prayers for everybody. Hari Om Tat
Hari
Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.